If you are laying down, I recommend bringing the soles of your feet together and pillows under your thighs because it kind of resembles an arc where your heart is supported, your palms are open. But any position that feels comfortable to you. And I know that was a lot of input and information. So, whatever you want to land, let land. Anything that didn't land, just let it wash over you and come into your body. Entering the hush, the silence. And right away, we'll practice equanimity through our breath with even inhales and even exhales, the breath of sameness, the Cheshvan. And we can bring in that quality of the ocean breath, inviting in the element of water just by gently constricting the back of the throat on the exhale. So you'll hear that sound of a wave on your exhale and inhaling through the nose. Letting the sounds of your ocean breath carry you into your body. And remembering that quote from Pima, "You are the sky. Everything else that arises are the clouds passing through." So allowing those thoughts and feelings with non preference just float through the sky of your mind, returning to the breath. And practicing that openness to whatever your inner experience is. Maybe we have a subtle preference, but can we allow whatever needs to arise? And giving yourself the permission to make any micro movements, adjustments that you need to get comfortable. And if at any moment of the meditation you get distracted or lost, you can just come back to your ocean breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the back constriction of the throat. And every inhale, we are gathering all the parts of ourself under this full moon to be present, to be welcomed. And on the exhale, we'll begin to create an arc around us. However, that looks for you, creating some sort of arc of protection, solace, and safety. Good. Continue inhaling into your center, calling all your energy back home, and exhaling that energetic light protection barrier or boundary around you that protects your light and protects your inner experience. sinking into your arc of protection with every breath. And if there is a word that shows you or brings forward the essence of your arc, it could be shalom, or it could be another word like ease, safety, solace. We'll come into that layer of the mind of Boy Lateva entering the word. Inhaling, we'll choose the word and contemplate its meaning. And on the exhale, ride the wave of the sound, entering fully into the energy, sensation, and presence of the word. So we'll have 3 more breaths like that, inhaling the word of your choice, creating an arc of the mind, and exhaling, riding the wave through the river of your mind into the word fully. And on this next inhale, take in that word. And on the exhale, follow the word into the heart. So guiding that energy into the arc and safety of the heart. You can bring your hands to your heart space. Feeling into the energy of the word, the color, the fragrance. And feeling into your heart's spaciousness here, like the wide open arc from shoulder tip to the back of the heart. You can imagine it as a hammock gently swaying in the wind or a deep boat swaying in the waters. The heart that can hold all the emotion. And just say to yourself, my heart is safe. My heart is a gentle, kind place. I trust in my heart fully. Sink in a little bit deeper into your heart's capacity. Entering your heart safely with every breath. And staying connected to the heart, we can deepen fully into the layer of the body. If there is a posture that represents your arc of safety, connection, or an ingathering of all your parts, it could be exactly where you are. Or you could ask your body, what is this posture of safety? And allow your this pose to emerge. So it could be hands over heart. It could be a draped butterfly pose, opening the arms, asking the body and entering into this arc, letting all these layers of the mind, the heart drop into the vessel of the body.
Mm. And just breathing so deeply into your vessel, into your arc, breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, really letting your breath and the moon and your subconscious and the month start to move into a flow and into a frequency. And from the safety of your arc, we're going to return to the garden, our own inner garden, our own Gan Eden, the Gan Eden of self, or just the gardens of your ancestors. And let your breath, big, long, sighing, deep breaths, be your guide back to the garden. Maybe you find a path, maybe you find a trail, maybe you just appear. And let the memory of your subconscious remember that you visited here in the energy of the new moon. Feel the familiar scent of the earth and the flowers or the trees, the leaves, the air. And let yourself remember that you've been here before and that you're a cyclical, changing being that cycles with the moon. And it feels different here under the full moon, fully illuminated and amplified. Maybe you notice that the scent, the fragrance is amplified. Maybe you notice that your body feels amplified. Maybe something that I haven't named is pulsing around you. And just notice with observation. And breathe in through your nose, the pathway of Ruach, and out through your mouth, just releasing the residue of the last cycle in through your nose, out through your mouth. And notice that you might start allowing the moonlight to touch your skin. Maybe you start to feel that yang energy. Maybe you see beauty there. And if it feels good, let it awaken something inside of you. Let it start to open, illuminate, amplify your full moon female body in Cheshvan, and just see what you notice. And continue with big, deep breaths. If you have something that is near and easy without getting up, you can smell. Otherwise, you can smell into your inner garden, noticing through this curious feminine lens that Cheshvan is so yin. It's so feminine. It's so watery and juicy. And then notice, like you're looking around in your mind's eye with your eyes still closed, the yang, bright, radiant, revealing energy of the full moon. Almost like you're seeing other parts of this inner garden that you have not yet observed. Maybe you look and it feels like, oh, that's stunning. Maybe you look and it feels like, oh, I don't know if I want to see that. And breathing deeply into the knowing that there's no right or wrong, even on how you feel. Letting the full moon move the tides of your emotion, because you are the ocean, you are the inner pool. All of the emotions of this full moon can just be welcomed in. And breathe in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Noticing that as we hold the yin and the yang, or the light and the dark, and possibly the discomfort of holding in an expansive state, this is integration. And just breathe that in. The discomfort or illumination of bringing all sacred parts of self up to be integrated is the medicine. And let yourself breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Learning how all parts of you belong, and that they belong to you, and that you belong to you. Breathe in the contrast. Inhale the yin, exhale the yang. Inhale the cool, exhale the warm. Inhale the light. Exhale the dark. Give your body just a little bit of motion, finding yourself realigning as we're moving with the breath. Now turn towards your inner pool, the subconscious pool that we've been working with in this month, your pool of self, of integration, where last time we released patterns and memories and blew upon the surface. And notice that under the full moon, it's shimmering with light. And let that shimmering be magical. Allow yourself to look upon that shimmering with awe, yira, this opening, right where we hold awe and fear in the same place, and we find comfort and expansion there. Noticing that the illumination is not a punishment, it's a tender revelation of expansive knowing of your spirit, of yourself. Maybe you look into the pool and you notice something that's ready to be loved back into wholeness. Again, this is integration, loving parts back into wholeness. Inhale slowly through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Letting yourself breathe so deeply. The exhale, breathe in spirit. Breathe in the silvery light of the full moon. And exhale that light all the way down through your body into your lower belly. Breathing in that silvery light, and exhaling that illumination, that light down through your body, letting it soak staying with that practice. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Continue with that practice even as I'm speaking. And if discomfort arises, just stay with it. And then in a whisper, you can repeat after me. I welcome what is ready to be seen. I welcome what is ready to be seen. Big breath. Long exhale. Repeating after me again. I bring light into my depths with compassion. I bring light into my depths with compassion. And breathing deeply in through your nose. Exhaling with compassion. Now breathing in through your nose again. Imagine that unique fragrance of your soul that we were attuning to with learning with Jenna, that as we balance, as we attune, as our frequency rises up, that the fragrance of ourselves becomes sweeter and truer. Our personal rayach, our personal scent and smell, letting all of our senses expand into ourselves. And like the sacred scent of a garden or a kitchen, notice that it surrounds you. Let it really go into the deep, dark places with so much love and compassion. See what you notice about it. Maybe it's floral or smoky or mineral or sweet. Know that it's entirely your own, and just continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Remembering that scent bridges parts of self, parts of spirit, the worlds. Remember that it carries memories of lineages and ancestry. Remembering that the fragrance of Gan Eden or of the gardens of your ancestry have been carried through to you, bridging worlds. And breathe deeply. And then notice the moonlight weaving itself through this beautiful fragrance. Breathing deeply. Your plants begin to respond, welcoming in lemon balm and mint and any other sacred plants, maybe rose, jasmine, rosemary, sage, a smell of your memory. And just breathe through that opening. Breathing deeply. Feel the garden breathing with you. The pulsing of the garden matching your heartbeat and your breath. Perhaps the rate of the breath very gently increases, patterning along with your heartbeat in your garden. Allowing the breath to move with the moonlight, just like the moonlight moves all the fluids of your beautiful female body, like the waves upon the shore. Let yourself be moved by this moon. Trust the waves of the movement, of the emotion, of the expansion. Trust that there's always a high tide and a low tide. And in the center of all of that is the balance. Breathing that deeply. Trusting that this Cheshvan full moon is teaching us how to hold light within water, how to let the complexity of the moonlight and the waters soak into us, how to let the expansive nature of the moonlight and the waters become a part of who we are. Not just in this moment, but what we take forward, the key, the essence of integration, from opening to transformation to forward healing. And breathe that in deeply. Ah. And when you're ready, you can whisper softly, I am the keeper of both moon and water. I am the keeper of both moon and water. I illuminate my depths with gentleness. I illuminate my depths with gentleness. I prepare to dream the next dream. And as we prepare to dream the next dream, we take one step towards Kislev, the month of dreaming, the month of miracles, where we really transform light and dark. Cheshvan is preparing us. And when you're ready, you can repeat after me. May it be so. Breathing deeply, letting yourself begin to arrive